Good morning, despite the Cubs losing last night. Go Cubs. I'm Patrick Egan. I run North American investments for Qualcomm Ventures. At Qualcomm Ventures, we love this concept of frontier tech, really disruptive tech that solves non-trivial problems. Clarifai is a quintessential example of such. So there was a lot of news about Clarifai yesterday, but we were very early investors. We invested in the company in early 2014, when at the time, they were just building quietly perhaps one of the most talented machine learning teams in the world out of New York. And they were a pioneer in neural networks and deep learning technologies to do image classification. So fancy term for effectively democratizing AI for the masses. Simply said, Clarifai has developed an API that allows any third-party developer, whether a wedding photographer or a large-scale e-commerce retailer, to unlock the power of computer vision and AI. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome my friend and general manager of Clarifai, David Blank. There he is.
Thanks, Patrick. My name is David Blank from Clarifai. Our mission is to understand every image and video to improve people's lives. Now, as human beings, we are visual creatures. What that means is, as you all know, we love to look at photos. We love to look at videos. What we don't want to do is read through a lot of text. And that's why the web is becoming more and more visual every day. In fact, over 80% of web content will be visual just in the next couple of years. And for most of us and everybody in the world, that's actually really cool. It's going to make life a lot of fun. But for developers and companies, it actually causes a lot of pain. And I want to tell you why. So computers notoriously have a very difficult time understanding visual content. What we do intuitively, which is to look at photos and videos and images and understand them immediately, computers have a really difficult time with. So that means they can do complex things like win a chess game or win at Jeopardy, but they can't tell the difference between a chihuahua and a muffin. So the way that we've done moderation and organization of content is purely manually in the past. We've had human moderation teams that actually go through every single photo and video and tag it. This is extremely time-consuming and really, really expensive. The good news is that all of this is changing with breakthroughs in AI and machine learning technologies. And so the question is how does this affect people that are in commerce? So today's customer, today's consumer has changed dramatically. Their expectations are very high. They expect you, or she expects you, to know who she is, what she's looking for, and what she wants to purchase immediately. Now, companies like Amazon and Google have solved this problem. But they're Amazon and Google. They've invested billions of dollars and allocated tons of resources towards solving this problem. The question for everybody else is, what does everybody else do? How does all these other companies compete in an increasingly visual world? And that's where Clarifai comes in. We empower developers and businesses to help their customers find what they're looking for, literally. We have a really easy to use but very powerful API that essentially allows you to pass us all of your images and videos, and we recognize what's in those in real time. So the best way to help you understand this is to show you an example. This is your product catalog in the Clarifai platform. We could see very simple concepts such as a red purse or a blue purse, but we can also get very nuanced and specific, such as a metal zipper or a handle on top or a clutch or a handbag. The point here is that whatever your taxonomy is, whatever your language is for your business, that's what we use for recognition. And on the back end of what we do is convolutional neural net artificial intelligence, which means that we can ensure the highest level of accuracy in our recognition. Next up, what we do is we know what your customer is looking for. Here's an example of an Instagram feed. In the upper left-hand corner, you're going to see a photo of someone holding a purse, okay? So imagine one of your customers going through their feed. They see this, and they say, hey, that looks really interesting. I think I might want to buy that. How do I find that? So they take a snapshot of that. They upload it into your app. That gets passed to us on the back end through the API, and we recognize that. We apply tags to it, and we match those tags against your product catalog. And then we also make recommendations. We'll also take into account any promotions you might have going on. And then anything that's visually similar we'll take into account. And boom, we serve up this, which is the exact bag that she was looking for and wanted to buy. And we did all of that in less than a second. So we've been around for not too long, less than 3 years, but we have a stellar group of customers. We work with companies like Dove, AOL, BuzzFeed, and a long list of others. And the reason we've been able to do this was something that Patrick mentioned before, which is that we've created a frictionless environment and a frictionless product, which means we've taken the complexity out of AI. And we have thousands of developers and companies using us every single month. And what that means, it means a couple things. That we're powering a lot of apps and businesses today, but that also we're getting smarter every single day because each one of these individuals and companies that are using us can also pass us feedback data that makes our AI smarter and our platform smarter every day. What this equates to is that we're applying over 1 billion tags every month to visual content. I'm very proud to say that we've raised $40 million to date. We made an announcement yesterday where we did our Series B led by Menlo Ventures, a $30 million round, and we're very appreciative of that. And we have a great team of investors backing us. Now, the investors obviously have seen the numbers, and part of the backing is obviously towards that, but it's really behind this team of amazing data scientists, engineers, and commercial folks led by our CEO and founder, Matt Zeeler. What's important here that I want you to take away is that my question of before about how all these other companies are going to compete in this increasingly visual world, this is your answer. It's our team. We've built a team to be your visual recognition team. So I'd love for you guys to try us out and your teams to try us out. We're offering 1 million free API operations for you and your teams. Would love for you to stop by and talk to us afterwards, and we can talk about it. Thank you.